Hello dear students, good afternoon. Welcome to Bridge course. So we are starting the topic of mathematics first, that is the subject of mathematics. So I think just now we concluded with the orientation session where we told the importance of bridge course. So now we are starting with the topic of what trigonometry when it comes to mathematics. So these 20 to 22 days will be covering lot of concepts which are already there in 10th and how it will be useful for you in 11th and 12th. Okay, so first thing we will be starting is trigonometry. Why trigonometry? Because we know that trigonometry is what? It is the foundation of mathematics. Foundation of mathematics when it comes to your 11th and 12th standard. When it comes to your 11th and 12th standard, be it for your IP, that is for intermediate, and also for your what? Most importantly, NEET, JEE, and also MSET and other KSET or state entrance exams like Comet K, all these things. Okay, so trigonometry forms the basis of mathematics. So that's why we are starting with trigonometry. And also I know that you are having trigonometry as a chapter in your class 10. So introduction to trigonometry is one chapter and application of trigonometry where you study what? Heights and distance, right? So that is a topic you are having in class 10. So from there we will extend the concept of trigonometry and we will see what are the new concepts that are there when it comes to 11th and 12th, which are repeatedly coming in your what? JEE and also NEET examinations. Okay, see, trigonometry is very important even for NEET students because in physics, okay, lot of questions are there which are trigonometry based, okay, in laws of motions, kinematics, all these things. Okay, so let us start with the discussion of trigonometry. Now these are the chapter highlights which you don't have to know as of now. Okay, so see here, when we talk about the weightage, okay, so see here trigonometry number of questions in JEE mains. If I am talking about 2023, there were 26 questions, 39 questions. I am talking about all the papers combined. So roughly you are getting, okay, two questions per shift, from trigonometry. In what? JEE mains. In JEE mains you are getting 2 questions. Directly from trigonometry you are getting 2 questions. And another uniqueness about JEE mains is that you will get mixed concept. You cannot get a single question which is having directly from one chapter. There will be mixture of concepts. They will mix it with sequence and series trigonometry and they will mix it with some other concepts of functions, all these things. So indirectly there will be at least 10 to 15 questions where the knowledge of trigonometry is used, or where the knowledge of trigonometry is used. So that's why I told you trigonometry is the what? Foundation of mathematics. And apart from JEE mains, if I talk about ISER exam, ISER aptitude test, or your EAP set exam, okay, directly you will be getting from EAP set 10 to 13 out of 80 questions. 10 to 13 out of 80 questions. EAP set mathematics has 80 questions. In the 10 to 13 questions are coming from trigonometry chapter. Trigonometry, here I am including inverse trigonometry also, properties of triangle also, and trigonometric equation also. All these things combined, you are getting 10 to 13 questions. That is the weightage of trigonometry when it comes to this thing. Okay, when it comes to these examinations. So that's why trigonometry is highly important. Okay, now how you can extend your concepts of 10 to 11th and 12th. So let us start with the discussion, basic discussion. That is for the beginner level, what is trigonometry? All these things we are going to discuss. So see here, if you look at the syllabus. Okay, if you look at the syllabus of trigonometry, see here. So first we will have what? System of measurement of an angle. Okay, relation between radians and degrees. Direct questions have come from these concepts. Then trigonometric ratios, which you already know. Okay, we will just go through it. Then reciprocal and co-ratios of trigonometric ratios. Then we are having what? Signs of trigonometric functions. That is, in which quadrant sine will be positive, sine will be negative. Similarly for cos, tan, cot, secant and cosecant. All these things we are going to learn when we talk about signs of trigonometric functions. Quadrant angles and allied angles, what is it? 3 steps to get any angle. See here our focus is not to by heart the formulas. So we are going to tell you certain tricks so that you can remember any angle, okay, and in any quadrant very easily. So that is the uniqueness about these 3 steps to get any angle. Then trigonometric functions of particular angles. As of now you have studied about what? Particular angles means 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree you have already studied. But what when it comes to 15 degree, 75 degree, 18 degree, 54 degree, okay, 180 degree, all these things we are going to study in your 11th and 12th. So that how to get to that is what we are going to discuss in this class. And also by the end of the session, just by first class, I will make sure that you will be able to solve one question of JEE mains, okay, just by this one class. one question of JEE mains directly from the basics of trigonometry you will be able to solve. Okay, so please pay attention and please stay till the end of the session. Next thing is what? Trigonometric identities. Okay, compound angles, double angle and triple angle formula, general solution of trigonometric equation. Okay, as of now it is deleted from JEE syllabus, but it is there in your state entrances. Properties of triangle, highly important. Okay, heights and distance, it is not there when it comes to JEE. Inverse is there, inverse trigonometric functions. What happens when we talk about trigonometry? There is something called domain and range. Okay, that will flip when it comes to inverse trigonometry. Domain and range in depth we'll be discussing when I talk about the functions. In functions you have to study about various types of functions and one very unique method which will help you to solve most of the questions from functions, and application of derivatives. What is differentiation, application of derivatives, I will tell you in the upcoming sessions. Okay, that method is called as what? Sets wavy curve method. Okay, wavy curve method I will be discussing. Now when it comes to trigonometry, let us start with the basics. First thing is what is trigonometry? Trigonometry means what? Tri means 3, gonos means what? Gonos means sides, and metry means measurement. So 3-side measurement, a polygon having 3 sides. So 3-side measurement we call it as what? For triangle. So measurement of a triangle. Here in trigonometry we are restricted to what? We are measuring the sides of or angles of relation between them, between what? Right angle triangle. Right angle triangle we are focusing when it comes to trigonometry. First thing. Next, first of all you should know, before going to measurement of angle, what is an angle? You should know what is an angle. Suppose this is the fixed line. Okay, this is a fixed line and we are having a moving arc. Suppose this is the moving arc. Okay, this amount of rotation we call it as theta. This amount of rotation, this is what? Fixed line or initial line I can say. And this is what? I can say terminal line. This is the terminal line, this moving arc. Okay, from this x-axis how much it has rotated? This way. This is what? Above the x-axis, that is this is going this way, that is anti-clockwise direction. This angle is called theta, this is the angle. So that is what meaning of angle. So this angle is what? Denoted by theta. Similarly, if I write like this is the initial side, and if I write here, this is the terminal side. This is what? Terminal side. So you are measuring here what? You are measuring clockwise. So whenever you measure clockwise, we call that theta as what? Negative. We take the theta as what? Negative. We take that angle as what? Negative. Here we take it as what? Theta as what? Positive. So this is the first thing you have to know. So when we measure anti-clockwise, theta is positive. Clockwise, theta is negative. This is the first thing you must know. So this is all about angles. Okay, what do you mean by angles? That is what I told. Now let us see how to measure an angle. There are two systems. One is sexagesimal system, another one is the circular system, or we also call it as what? The radian system. Okay, radian measurement. So first thing is what? Sexagesimal measurement, that is if the central angle is divided into 360 equal parts. That means what? If you take a circle, okay, if you take a circle and if you divide it into 360 equal parts like this, 360 equal parts, then each part that is 1 by 360 out of a part, then each part is called 1 degree. If you take a circle, okay, and you divide it into 360 equal parts, okay, and each part is passing through the diameter, okay, then and also the center, then each part is called as what? 1 degree. That is the meaning of what? Degree measurement. That is the meaning of what, friends? Degree measurement. Clear? That is the meaning of degree measurement. Next, so one complete rotation, all these things I will be telling. See here, if we talk about this, observe carefully. So suppose we are having a clock here, okay, this is the hour hand, or this is the minute hand, and this is the hour hand if we talk about. Now let us consider hour hand. Okay, hour hand. This hour hand does one complete rotation. One complete rotation means how many hours it is completing? 12 hours. Correct na? One complete rotation hour hand, it is taking how many hours? 12 hours. Okay, one complete rotation means how much angle it will cover? Complete rotation means 360 degree. Correct? No, 360 degree. So this is 360 degree it is covering. But in 1 hour, how much it will cover? 360 by 12. So that will be what? 12 3 is a 30 degree. So in 1 hour, the hour hand will cover 30 degree. In 1 hour, the hour hand will cover how much? 30 degree. This is a very important thing, you have to know it. In 1 hour, the hour hand will cover how much? 30 degree. In 1 hour, the hour hand will cover 30 degree. Next thing, similarly, if you talk about the minute hand The minute hand in one complete rotation, how much it will cover? It will cover 1 hour, or it will cover how much? 60 minutes. Okay, 60 minutes, and the angle that is made by it is what? The minute hand 360 degree, minute hand. Okay, minute hand. So in 1 minute, how much angle it will make? 360 divided by 60 degree. This will become what? 360 degree divided by 60. This will give us what? 6 degree. So minute hand, okay, minute hand if you talk about, okay, in 1 hour or in 1 minute, if you talk about 1 minute, okay, minute hand in 1 minute, it will make how much degree angle? 6 degree angle. So this thing you have to know. Suppose it is making 5 minutes, 5 minutes means it will cover how much? 5 into 6, 30 degree. If it is 10 minutes, 10 into 6, 60 degree. Hour and 1 hour 30 degree, 2 hours 60 degree. Like that you will be able to know. So 1 hour it is what? 30 degree. And 1 minute is it is what? 6 degree. This concept is important not just for MPC students, even for BPC students. Okay, you should know this concept. 1 minute is 6 degree and 1 hour is 30 degree. And one more important thing you have to know is 1 hour is how many minutes? 60 minutes. Similarly, 1 minute is equal to how many seconds? 60 seconds. We denote it like this. This one also you must know. This thing also you must know. Okay, let us proceed further. This is about what? All these things we discussed in relation to what? The sexagesimal measurement. Now we will discuss very important, that is circular measurement, or it is also called radian measurement. What is it? It is also called radian measurement. Okay. So what is this radian measurement? Okay, if you discuss what is this radian measurement, if you ask me, so see here, let us take a circle. Let us take a circle. In 10th standard, you would have studied one concept that is called theta is equal to L by R. Theta is equal to what? L by R. You know this concept. Theta is equal to what? L by R. So theta is what? Theta is the angle subtended at the center. L is what? Arc. This AB here in this figure, okay, in this circle, this AB is what? Length is L. This AB is what? This is an arc. This is an arc. This is what? L is what? Arc length. L is what? Arc length. Okay. So here we have taken a circle. Now what we are discussing, radian measurement or circular measurement. So we have taken a circle. So see here, this AB is an arc. This AB is an arc, and this arc is having some length. Let it be L. Now this arc is making an angle at the center. That angle we call it as theta here. So what is the relation between this theta and arc length? That is given by what? Theta is equal to L by R. Okay, theta is equal to L by R. Now suppose there is a scenario when this arc length makes an angle theta such a way that, okay, this radius, both the radius and this arc length become equal. That is radius, this R and this R, okay, definitely they will be equal, this radius, okay. And when we talk about this length, when we talk about this arc length, this will become what? Equal to this radius. That means this L will become equal to R. This L will become equal to R. So the angle will be like this. So see here, this is the arc, this L will become equal to R, this will be R, obviously this will be what? Circle, radius will be R. So we will make this theta, this will be theta. At that time, what is the angle theta that we get? We call it as what? 1 radians. You write it like 1 complement, that is 1 radians. So this is the meaning of 1 radian. This is the meaning of 1 radian. Suppose if they ask you what is 1 radian, it is the angle made by the arc of length which is equal to the radius of the circle, okay, at the center of the circle, and that angle is called as 1 radian. So this is known as radian measurement. This is known as what? Radian measurement, and it is also called as circular measurement. What is it? First you should know theta is equal to L by R. So theta is equal to R means R by R, it will become what? 1. So that is called 1 radian. So theta, here L value if I put R, this will become what? R by R, this will become 1. We will write it as 1 complement, that is nothing but 1 radian. It is not actually complement, we will write it like this. This is what? 1 radian. Clear friends? This is about radian measurements. So it is what? It is the angle subtended at the center by the arc of length which is equal to the radius of the circle. So then that angle will become equal to 1 radian. Clear? Okay. Now we have to know the difference, or we have to know the relation between, what? The radian measurement and also the, what is that? Degree measurement. If we talk about this, so see here, theta is equal to 90 degree, this is what? Degree measurements. So what about this? Theta is equal to 90 degree in degree measurement. I want this value in radian measurement. So what we will do? So theta is equal to 90 degree means it is nothing but it is representing a quadrant in a circle. This is 90 degree. Correct? Now what will happen is this arc length will become what? Circumference of the circle is what? You have studied in mensuration. Okay, circle chapter is also there. So circumference of circle is what? 2 pi r. 2 pi r, 90 degree means 1 quadrant means 2 pi r by 4. Quadrant is 1/4 of the circle. 2 pi r by 4. So theta is equal to L by r, correct na? Theta is equal to L by r. So here theta is equal to L by r means here L is what? 2 pi r by 4 into r. So what will happen, friends? This will become what? R cancels, 2 cancels here. I'll get what? Theta is equal to pi by 2. So when we get theta is equal to 90 degree in degree measurements, in radian measurement this will become equal to what? Pi by 2. Similarly, if theta is equal to 180 degree, this L will become what? Half of the circumference, that is 2 pi r by 2. So what will happen? Theta is equal to 180 degree means the theta value will become what? In radian measurement it will become pi. So theta is equal to 180 degree means it will become equal to pi. This is very important. Okay. Similarly, if we talk about theta is equal to, if I give an example, theta is equal to 270 degree. Theta is equal to 270 degree. Then this will become what? Circumference will become what? 2 pi r into what? It will become 3 times. Correct na? 3 times. So this will become what? 2 pi r into what is this? If theta is equal to 270 degree, the value of radian will be 3 pi by 2. Because 270 is what? 90 into 3. Correct na? 90 in radian measurement is what? Pi by 2. So pi by 2 into 3 is what? 3 pi by 2. Pi by 2 into 3 is what? 3 pi by 2. 360 degree will be equal to what? This is 360 is 90 into 4. Correct na? So 90 degree is what? Pi by 2. So pi by 2 into 4 is what? So 2 cancels. Here we will get what? 2 pi. So 360 degree is equal to what? 2 pi. So now we can see the relation between radians and degree is what? 360 degree is equal to 2 pi. It is what? 360 degree is equal to 2 pi. So understood? 360 degree is equal to 2 pi. Here 2 I can cancel. I will get what? 180 degree is equal to, I can write it as what? Pi radians. So whenever they ask a question, convert degrees to radians or radians to degrees, vice versa, you should know this. What is that relation? 180 degree is equal to pi radians. So see here, that is what they have given. To convert radians into degree, multiply with what? 180 by pi. To convert degrees into radians, that is vice versa, what you have to do? Multiply with pi by 180. Should you remember this? Definitely not. You can remember just this relation. Okay, you don't have to by heart this. You have to remember what? 180 degree is equal to what? Pi radians. Okay, this is highly important. Till whatever I have taught, no, this is the most important thing I am telling. Okay, 180 degree is equal to pi radians, you have to remember. Okay, so based on this you can solve many questions. So see here, pi radians is equal to 180 degree, pi by 2 is 90 degree, so pi by 3 is 60 degree, pi by 4 is 45 degree, and pi by 6 is 30 degree. Okay, these values you got to remember. Okay, now see here, they have given a question. The degree measurement corresponding to the given radians, 2 pi by 15 radians. Okay, what the question that they have given is 2 pi by 15 radians. Take a pause for few seconds and think what I should do. So here we are having 2 pi by 15. So what I told, see here, observe here, what did I tell? 180 degree is equal to pi radians. So where I am having pi, I should substitute what? If I want degree, I should substitute what value, friends? I should put the value of 180 degree. So 2 pi by 15. Okay, here pi value I should put what? I should put it as 180 degree here. Okay, here the pi value, see, observe here everyone, this pi value will become 180 degree. So this will become what? This I can write it as what, friends? 2 into 180 by 15. Okay, so this is what? 15 ones are 15, 3 is left 30, 15 12s are 180. Okay, 15 ones are 15, 15 2s are 30. So 15 12s is 180, 12 2s are 24. That is what we are having, 24 degree. So we are getting what answer? That is fourth option, that is 24 degree. Clear, friends? We are getting 24 degree. So this is how they will ask a question. Convert degree to radians and radian to degree. Clear? This is one question. Okay. So they are asking what? 2 pi by 15 radius is how much degrees? It is 24 degree. Okay, in 1 minute all these things I have already discussed. See, 1 minute r and covers how much? Half degree, all these things I have already discussed. Okay. Now one more thing is, see here, what happens is they will give a question like this. What is the angle between r and minute hand and when time is, suppose I said when time is 7:40 am, when time is 7:40 am. Okay, when time is 7:40 am, this is what they will give the question. Okay, See, conventional method you can solve. Okay, conventional method, what I can do, see here, I can draw a circle like this, because we can take this is an analog clock if you consider. Okay, they are telling what, let this be 12, this is 6, this will be 3, this will be 9, 4, 5, okay, 1, this is 1, this is 2, 7, 8, 10 and 11. I am just writing the time here. Now 7:40 am, 7:40 am means what, I should write what, where should be the R and? R and should be somewhere here, correct na? 7:40 am means R and should be somewhere here. Okay, what about the minute hand, friends? Minute hand should be somewhere near the 8 itself, exactly at 8 it should be there. So they are asking this angle, they are asking this angle. So what we will do, we will take a reference angle from what, from 12. Okay, what we will do, we will find out this angle first, and from this we will subtract this angle. So suppose we are having ABC, this is D. They are asking what, actually they are asking DBC. If you want DBC, we will find out ABC, then we will find out ADC. Okay, so we want DBC. DBC means how I can find out, first total angle ABC minus what I should do, I should do DBC. Okay, you have to do this procedure to get the value of this angle between the R and in minute hand when the time is 7:40 am. But this is a tedious process, this is a time consuming process. We will not follow this method. We will follow a simple procedure, that is given by this formula, theta is equal to 30x minus 11y by 2. See how beautifully the formula is there, that is theta is equal to 30x minus 11y by 2. So what does this formula signify? So see here, this x is representing what? This x is representing R and. This x is representing R and. What about this y? This y is representing minute hand. This y is representing minute hand. Okay, or it is representing minutes. This x is representing R. So they are telling when the time is 7:40 am. Okay, here x will be what, 7 and y will be what, 40. Put the values, you will get the value of theta. That is the angle between R and minute hand. So theta value will become what here? Theta value will become equal to 30 into what is this x? X is 7 minus 11y by 2. 11 into 40 by 2. Okay, so this will become what? 2 ones are 2 20s are. We will get what? Theta is equal to 210 minus 220. Okay, 210 minus 220. So here we have to take modulus sign, because angle cannot be negative here. Okay, so this will become what? Modulus sign, if you take it, this theta will become equal to what? 10 degree. This theta will become equal to what? 10 degree. See how small the angle is, we will get the value as what? Theta is equal to 10 degree. Now my question for you is, find the time between, or find the angle between R and minute hand when the time is 10:45 am. First question, you do it as a homework. Those who are watching, you can take up these questions. And when the time is 8:30 pm. Okay, here am and pm have no significance, just focus on the numbers. Clear? So let us go to the next concept. So these are all about what? When it comes to what is this? Angle between R and minute hand. So let us take up this question, one of the question they have given. So find the angle between R and the minute hand of a clock when the time is 3:25, that is when the time is 3:25. So conventional method, like I told you, it will take lot of time. Instead of that, we will use the shortcut, that is what? That beautiful formula, that is theta is equal to 30x minus 11y by 2. Theta is equal to 30x minus 11y by 2. Theta is equal to 30x minus 11y by 2 within the modulus sign, because theta cannot be negative here. 30 into x is what here? See here, 325. So R is what? X here. Okay, that is, this is x, this is y. So this will become what? 30 into x is what here? 3 minus 11y by 2. 11 into 25 by 2. So this will become what? 30 into 3 is, within modulus I will write it. 30 into 3 is what, friends? 3 3s are 9. 90 minus what is this? 25 into 11. 25 into 10 is 250 plus 25 is what? 275. 275 by 2. So 275 by 2. See how you will find out? 275 by 2. So this will become what? This is 2 ones are correct na? 2 ones are, this is what is this? 2 ones are, this is 2 3s are, this is 2 7s are 14 plus 1 is left, 2 5s are. So we will have what? 90 minus 137.5. So if I take the modulus, or if I remove this, what I will get? 147, or I will get it as what? Not 147, I will get it as 47.5. 47.5 degree, that is theta. 47.5 degree, that is theta. That is nothing but option B, 47 and half. Okay, that is what? 47 and half. Okay, this is the way you will get the value of the theta, that is the angle between r and also the minute hand. Clear? So this is the way you will solve these questions. Clear till here? Now let us go to the trigonometric ratios. This question we have already solved. So trigonometric ratios. Okay, here I will not go in depth because in 10th itself we have already studied. Correct now? If 90-degree angle is given, see here, if here 90-degree angle is here, see here, this 90-degree means this is hypotenuse, this is what perpendicular. If this is theta, this is perpendicular, this is base. So sine will be what? Sine will be perpendicular by hypotenuse, cos will be base by hypotenuse, tan will be perpendicular by what is it? Base, and other, that is what? Other ratios, that is cosecant, secant and cot, they are what? They are reciprocal. Now see here, reciprocal and co-ratio of trigonometric ratios. So this is what? Sin theta and what is this? Sin theta, sin theta and cos theta, if you consider, they are co-ratios because they are directly related. Okay, that's why we call co-ratios. You will understand when I talk about identities. Okay, this is reciprocal. For sin theta, what is the reciprocal? Cosecant theta. That is, sin theta can be written as what? 1 by cosecant, which you already know in your 10th standard, you have studied this. Similarly for cos, tan, cot, secant and cosecant. I am not going in depth about this because you already studied in 10th standard. Trigonometric identities. Trigonometric identities, there are 3 wonderful identities. That is, first is what? Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Correct na? Then we are having 1 plus tan square theta is equal to what? Secant square theta. Then we are having what? 1 plus cot square theta is equal to what? Cosecant square theta. Correct. So these are 3 wonderful trigonometric identities which we have, and when it comes to your competitive exams, these identities or any formula you learn. In your board exams, what you do? From LHS to RHS you learn the formulas. But in competitive exam, your mind should be attuned in such a way that you have to learn the formulas from RHS to LHS. That is how the questions it will be. Okay. So the formula will be itself the options. So you should know how to do that. From RHS to LHS, your mind should be attuned when you learn the formula. Any formula you learn, from RHS to LHS also you should learn, not just from LHS to RHS. Suppose you see secant square theta, you should be in a position to write it is what? 1 plus tan square theta in any question. Suppose you see 1 in any question, you should be in a position to write what? Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Okay, wherever 1 is there, depending on the question, you should be able to write what? Sin square theta plus cos square theta. Or 1 is there means this I can simplify as what? Secant square theta minus tan square theta, this also will become equal to 1. Similarly, this if I simplify, I will get what? Cosecant square theta minus cot square theta will also be equal to 1. Right? This also will become equal to 1. So this is how we will transform the given identity into various forms. You should learn these various forms because in competitive examination, they will not use the formula directly. You will not be able to use the formula directly. You should learn various ways to use the formula. That is what I told you, not just learning from LHS to RHS. You should learn the other way around, that is from RHS to LHS also. Okay, suppose you see in a question like this, you should be in a position to put what? This value is equal to 1. Okay, and here further we can simplify this formula or this identity. What I can write here? Tan square theta, here let me write it in another way. Tan square theta can be written as what, friends? Tan square theta can be written as what? Secant square theta minus 1. Okay, from one identity I am writing 2 other identities, that is 2 other formulas. Similarly, cot square theta can be written as what? Cosecant square theta minus 1, right? Cosecant square theta minus 1. This is the thing you have to know when it comes to the identities. Also, if you see this, secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. So let me take up in another slide. So see here friends, what would you get here in identities? Still I am talking about identities only. Secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Okay, we got it. Let me write one more thing. This is what? Cot square theta minus cosecant square theta is equal to 1. Correct na? Now we know that this is of which form? If you observe carefully with attention, this is of which form? A square minus b square. Correct na? This is of the form a square minus b square. So this can be written as what? A plus b into a minus b. If I write it that way, this I can write it as what? Secant theta plus tan theta. And what I can write? Secant theta minus tan theta. Correct na? This will be equal to 1. So this gives me one very useful result. That is what? I can write, whenever I see a question, secant theta plus tan theta, I can write it as what? This can be equal to 1 by, if I bring it down, this will become what? 1 by secant theta minus tan theta. 1 by secant theta minus tan theta. Similar logic if I apply here, this is of which form? A square minus b square. I can write what? Cot theta minus cosecant theta, cot theta plus cosecant theta. That will be equal to what? 1. So I can write what? Cot theta plus cosecant theta will be equal to 1 by cot theta minus cosecant theta. See, these trigonometry identities in your what? Class 10th also you have proved this. How LHS will be equal to RHS, all these things. There also you have used this result. How this comes, I am telling you now. How this comes, I am explaining you now. Okay, these are the things when it comes to identity. See how many different ways we can write the 3 identities. 3 given identities only, how many ways we can modify. That is what I am telling you. Clear? That is why these identities are important, and apart from that you should know how to transform those identities into various forms. Okay, clear? Let us proceed further. So see, in this question they have given, okay, this is just purely based on identity. This is 10th level mathematics. Okay, I am telling, there is nothing that is there which is what of the 11th or 12th concept here. This is completely based on 10th level trigonometric knowledge and some algebra knowledge. So see here friends, they have given, if tan A plus cot A is equal to 4, then tan power 4A plus cot power 4A is equal to what? Okay, tan A plus cot A is equal to 4. That is what they have given. So what I can write? See, we know that tan theta is equal to what? 1 by cot theta. So what I can write here? Observe friends, what I can write here? Observe carefully. Here I can write tan A plus cot A, I can write it as what? 1 by tan A. That is given as what? Equal to 4. Instead of writing tan A everywhere, I will just write t. T plus, okay, t plus 1 by t is equal to what? 4. Correct na? T plus 1 by t is equal to what? 4. I am doing stepwise everything, but you should remember, I will tell you some logic how to do it directly. So t plus 1 by t is equal to 4. Square on both sides, this gives us what? T plus 1 by t whole square is equal to 4 square. So t plus 1 by t whole square is what? T square plus 1 by t square plus 2 into t into 1 by t. This is equal to what? 16. So this t and this t will get cancelled. Correct? This t and this t will get cancelled. I will just have 2. This 2 if I send it to RHS, I will get what? See, t square plus 1 by t square plus 2 is equal to 16. So t square plus 1 by t square, if I send this to that side, I will get what? 14. I will get 14. This is what I got. This is what I got. T square plus 1 by t square. On squaring once, I got t square plus 1 by t square. I want what? T power 4. This cot power 4 I can write it as what? 1 by tan power 4. So I want t power 4 plus 1 by t power 4. So that means what? I have to square it again. So if I square this again, so squaring on both sides again, this gives me what? T square plus 1 by t square whole square is equal to what? 14 square is what friends? 196. 14 square is what? 196. So again apply a plus b whole square formula. This gives us t power 4 plus 1 by t power 4 plus 2 into t square into 1 by t square is equal to what? 196. T square cancels. I will get what? T power 4 plus 1 by t power 4 is equal plus 2 is equal to, I will get what? 196 is equal to 196. So this is what I will get. So t power 4 plus 1 by t power 4 196. If I send that to that side, 196 minus 2, this will be equal to what? 194. So t power 4 plus 1 by t power 4, that is nothing but what? Tan power 4 plus 1 by tan power 4. 1 by tan power 4 is nothing but what friends? It is cot power 4. Tan power 4 plus cot power 4, what we got it? It is nothing but equal to 194. Simple. 194 simple. Did we use any identity here? We did not use any identity. Okay, trigonometry identity also we did not use. This is just based on the concept of what? One is you should know the reciprocal relation. Another thing is a plus b whole square you applied 2 times. Just basic algebra we applied and we solved that very complex question of trigonometry. Correct na? It's just based on your 10th knowledge we are able to solve this question. That is what? You have to apply the knowledge which you already have. See, the difference is not about having the knowledge. It is the application of knowledge in the right way. That is what we do in the bridge course. That is what we do in this 20 to 25 days of bridge course. Okay. So please follow through the sessions very carefully and with lot of focus. Please make notes of the things whichever I say important. Okay. Or whichever you feel important, please make short notes of it. That will be useful. You have to revise it because I keep asking questions. Before the next class, you have to solve, or you have to put the doubts in the comment section. That will be definitely be useful and the doubts will definitely be addressed. Clear? So This is how the classes will go on, even for physics, chemistry, botany, that is botany, zoology, that is biology, it will go on. That is how we are going to connect your basic knowledge of 10th standard into 11th and 12th. So, this is how we are solving the question. Okay, let us proceed further. Okay. So, see here friends, they have given a question, the value of 6 sin power 6 theta plus cos power 6 theta minus 9 sin power 4 theta plus cos power 4 theta. Okay, before this let me discuss some other concepts. See here. Okay. Let us solve this question itself. They have given the value of 6 sin power 6 theta plus cos power 6 theta minus 9 sin power 4 theta plus cos power 4 theta. So, first of all we have to find out what sin power 6 theta plus cos power 6 theta minus 9 sin power 4 theta plus cos power 4 theta. So, see here, first of all this is based on what, sin and cos. Further definitely we have to use sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Now, see here, forget about this 6, forget about this 9, take up this sin power 6 theta plus cos power 6 theta. So, see here, sin power 6 theta I can write it in two ways. I can write it as what, sin cube theta whole square plus cos cube theta whole square, or I can write it as what, sin square theta whole cube plus cos square theta, what I can write it, cos square theta whole cube. Correct na? I can write it in these two ways. I can write it in either of the ways. But the identity is for sin square theta plus cos square theta, but not for cube. So, I will not use this identity, I will not use this form, I will use this form. So, that means what, I will write sin power 6 theta and cos power 6 theta in the form of what, in the form of sin square theta whole cube plus cos square theta whole cube. Similarly, I will write this sin power 4 theta cos power 4 theta, I will write it as what, sin square theta whole square plus cos square theta whole square. Okay, we have a formula that is, by the knowledge of algebra you know that this is what, a cube plus b cube can be written as what friends, a plus b whole cube minus 3ab into a plus b, right. Similarly, when it comes to this one, a square plus b square can be written as what, a plus b whole square minus 2ab, a plus b whole square minus 2ab. Here a is what friends, here a is sin square theta, b is cos square theta. So, apply this formula here. So, this will become what, this will become, instead of sin square completely, instead of writing sin square and cos square, I will just write what, s and c. So, this will become what, s square plus c square whole cube minus 3 into s square c square minus this is what, s square c square, this is what, s square c square, this is within this. Okay. Now, what about this one, I can write it as what, a plus b whole square, that is what, s square plus c square whole square minus 2 into s square c square. Now, observe this very carefully, very important, sin square theta plus cos square theta is what friends, by the knowledge of identity this value is equal to what, this value is equal to 1. What about this value, this value is also 1. What about this value is also 1. Now, this will become what, this will become 1 minus 3 s square c square. Why, this into 1 is what, 3 into s square c square itself, because this into 1 is this value itself. Okay, that is what I have written directly. Now, what about this one, this will become 1 minus 2 s square c square. Now, what the question is asking, the question is asking 6 times of this, 6 times of this. In the question I have taken only this, I have taken only what is in the bracket. Now, take these numbers also, 6 times of this minus 9 times of this one, that is 1 minus 2 s square c square, 1 minus 2 s square c square, just multiply, this will become what, 6 minus 18 s square c square minus 9, what is this, minus into minus is plus, 18 s square c square. What will get friends, minus plus cancels. Okay, 6 minus 9 is what, minus 3. So, what is the answer we got? Beautifully got the answer, that is option A, minus 3. Okay, option A, we got the answer as what, minus 3. Clear? So, we are just using the identity what, sin square theta plus cos square theta. So, this is just from the knowledge of your 10. Sin square theta plus cos square theta, that value is equal to what, 1. This is your knowledge of algebra that we are using. Okay, that is why the bridge course is very important. Okay, clear? Understood? This is how we have to solve this question. So, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to what, 1. Now, proceeding further. So, see here, okay, based on that knowledge itself, okay, based on that knowledge itself, we will be able to solve one question. I think let me take up the question here. Based on that knowledge itself, you will be able to solve one question that has been already asked, in your JEE mains. Let me take up that question, which is similar to the question which we already solved. Like this, what are the concepts we discussed in the class? Okay, similar to that. So see here, I think this is the question. Yes, this is the question. Tan is there. Okay, tan is there here. Okay, instead of this, let us do one more question. I think the question is already here. Okay, so similar to the question which we solved, already here we are having one more question. Okay, so they have given if 15 sin 4 alpha plus 10 cos 4 alpha is equal to 6 for some alpha belonging to real numbers, then the value of 27 secant power, what is it? 27 secant power 27 secant power 6 alpha plus 8 cosec power 6 alpha is equal to what they are asking. So here also we have to just apply what is that we know, that is the what, sin power 4 also can be written as what, cos power 4 alpha can be written as what, similar to the previous question itself. Okay, it is similar to the previous question itself, just we have to apply our concepts. So let us take up the question what they have given here. So see here, observe carefully what they have given. So this is what they have given. See here, 15 sin power 4 alpha I can write as what, sin square alpha whole square, sin square alpha whole square, cos power 4 alpha, cos power 4 alpha I can write it as what, cos square alpha whole square, cos square alpha whole square. This is given as what, equal to 6. So whenever they give sin square cos square like this in an equation, convert either of them to another form, either convert cos to sin or sin to cos. So here 15 sin square alpha whole square, I will keep it as it is. This 10 cos square alpha I can write it as what, 1 minus sin square alpha, this is whole square is equal to 6. Now what I will be getting, 15 sin square alpha, let me take it as what. So see here friends, I got it in terms of sin square alpha, everything. Sin square alpha, let me take it as what, let me take it as some value, let it be t. So let me put, for my simplification I will take sin square alpha is equal to t. So 15, this will be what, t square plus 10 into 1 minus t square. So 1 minus t, no, this is not t square, 1 minus t whole square is equal to 6. Correct, this is what we are having, 15 t square minus plus 10, 1 minus t whole square, that is a minus b whole square formula. What is a minus b whole square formula? A square plus b square minus 2ab. So this will become what, 10 into 1 plus 10t square minus 20t is equal to 6, plus 20t is equal to 6. Now see here, 15t square plus 10t square is what, 25t square, 25t square, okay, 25t square minus 20t plus what is it, 10 is there. If I bring this 6 this side, what I will get, this 10 is there. If I bring this 6 this side, I will get what, 4 plus 4 is equal to 0. We are having 25t square minus 20t plus 4 is equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation in t. Now we have got a quadratic equation in t. So we have to solve this quadratic equation to get the value of t. 25 into 4 is what, 100, but the sum is coming out to be minus 20. So what I can do friends, so what I can do here, so if I have to get 100, 25 into 4 is 100. So what I have to do, so let me do it as what, minus 10 into minus 10. So minus 10 into minus 10 is plus 100. Minus 10 plus minus 10 is what, minus 20. Correct na? So this will become what, 25t square minus 10t plus 4 is equal to 0. So this will become what, I can take 5t outside, this will become what, 5t minus 2. Here also I can take 5t outside, this will become what or I can take here 2t outside, I will take it as what, minus 2t, minus 2 times minus 2 I will take it outside, 5t minus 2 is equal to 0. Now we will get what, 5t minus 2, okay, and I will get what, 5t minus 2 is equal to 0. So t value will be equal to what, 2 by 5, t value will get it as what, 2 by 5. So that is what, t is nothing but what, sin square alpha is equal to 2 by 5. So that means what, can I get cos square alpha? Definitely. Once I get sin square alpha, cos square alpha is what, 1 minus sin square alpha. So 1 minus 2 by 5. So cos square alpha will be equal to what friends, 1 minus 2 by 5, which is nothing but what, 3 by 5. So I got sin square alpha, cos square alpha, that is what, 3 by 5. Sin square alpha is what, 2 by 5. Cos square alpha is what, 3 by 5. So once I get sin square and cos square, definitely I can get what, secant square and cosecant square. Okay, so what the question that they are asking, let us take up the question though. So see what they are asking us, they are asking us to find 27, let me take the next page, 27 they are asking us to find, what is it they are asking us, they are asking us to find this, they are asking us to find 27 secant power 6 alpha, secant power, what is it, secant power 6 alpha, 27 secant power 6 alpha, 6 alpha plus what is it, 8 cosecant 6 alpha, 8 cosecant 6 alpha, 8 cosecant 6 alpha, correct na? This is what they are asking. Now let us convert this secant and cosecant in terms of what, in terms of sin and cos. This I can write as what, 27 by what is it, cos power 6 alpha, this is what, 8 by what is it, sin power 6 alpha. But we know what is the value of cos square and also sin square. So let me write it in terms of sin square and cos square. So this will become what, cos square alpha whole cube plus this is what, 8 by what is it, sin square alpha whole cube. Sin square alpha we got the value here is equal to 2 by 5. Cos square alpha we got the value here is equal to 3 by 5. So see here we got the value 2 by 5 and 3 by 5. We have to just substitute the values. We have to just substitute the values. Cos square alpha is what, 3 by 5. Put the value here. So this will become what, 27 by cos square alpha is what, 3 by 5 whole cube plus 8 by what is this, sin square alpha is what friends, 2 by 5. I have to put whole cube. Now if I cube it, what I will get, 3 cube is what, 27, 5 cube is what, 125. So this will become what, 27 by 27 by 125. This will be what, 8 by 2 cube is what, 8 divided by 125. And what will happen, this will go up. So I will have what, 27 into 125 by 27 plus 8 into 125 by 8. So 27 cancels, 8 cancels. I will be left with what, 125 plus 125, that will be equal to what, 250. That will be equal to what, 250. So what is the answer friends? So what is the answer to this question? 250, that is option D. That is option D. So we just used what, reciprocal relation between sin and cosecant, reciprocal relation between cos and secant, and the first identity sin square alpha cos square alpha plus cos square alpha is equal to 1. Using that identity we were able to solve the question from what, JEE Mains 2021. And similar to this there is a question that has come in JEE Mains 2025. Okay, 2026 also question has come just from the knowledge of first identity. Okay, here nothing new is there apart from your 10th maths. Okay, but application of that knowledge is there. Definitely you have to know how to apply that knowledge. That is what we are going to do in these sessions. Okay, so I will wind up now. I hope the session was useful. Okay, for more such interesting concept, please follow the bridge course. Tomorrow I will tell you from this same concept how we can solve JEE Mains 2025 question, and then we will proceed to other concepts of trigonometry. Fine friends, thank you. I will wind up now. For today there will be only maths class, but from tomorrow onwards you will be having the very good sessions of what, biology, physics, chemistry, and also you will be having math sessions also. Okay, clear friends? Thank you. I will wind up the sessions now. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.